Super excited for this episode. We're going to talk benefits of eXp Realty for brokers and for agents. Stay tuned. What's up? It's Anthony Dizette with Explaining the Cloud, and we are here with episode 11. We're going to talk about the benefits of eXp, for brokers and real estate agents. So a lot of things, a lot of questions are happening right now. People are asking me, what is the benefit? Why make this move? And there's a list, and so what you can do if you want to reach out to me, you can reach us on, again, Instagram or Facebook. Go look up Explaining the Cloud. And again, I appreciate everybody listening to this podcast. But if you reach out to us via those two ways, I'll send you over this list. We have a list of a few things, actually quite a few things that here to benefit people who are looking to maybe make that transition or even know why. So again, we're talking about the benefits of eXp Realty, primarily for brokers. A lot of brokers right now, if you guys are paying attention to our growth or our progress, are making a move over to this company. And a lot of people, again, are asking why. And I'm going to talk about a few things, give you some ideas, and see if it interests you at all. But one of the main things, the starting point, is that no more broker liability and oversight of agents. Like myself, I've been having a real estate team for quite some time, and I've always had oversight of agents, but I could tell you, people have asked me time and time again, Anthony, why haven't you just opened up your own brokerage? And I can tell you the honest truth is the liability, the responsibility, the things, we're making a transition a different way with this company. And that's a huge part, no broker liability and oversight of agents. No more errors and omissions, expensive insurance, except for the agent or your own. As brokers, it depends on which state you're in, but you're required to have a certain amount of insurance and certain amount of liability again. And that again just goes back to the top level of this company. No more responsibility for new agent setup, processing, education, training, contract review, closing, and commission disbursement. Think about this. Whenever I meet with brokers now to have a conversation about eXp Realty, I like to always ask them, what does your Friday typically look like? And we know what Fridays are in real estate. That's the days that, most closings happen. And majority of the brokers tell me, Anthony, I'm cutting checks, I'm doing this, I'm running around going there. I actually had one broker that told me that he is sending payments to his agents via Venmo. And I get why you do it in a certain sense. Is because, it's busy. And the bigger the brokerage you have, the more consuming. And eXp can definitely take that away from you in the sense that, 1099s, payment processing, cutting checks, accounting department. We have one team, a broker that is making a move over or potentially looking at that move. And, he has the 3-person accounting team right now that, obviously those people have jobs and need jobs. There's ways that could be fit into your team or your schedule if that's something you're looking to do. However, it's not needed. Weekly office meetings, agent reviews, and compliance. Agent review and compliance is huge. There's not a broker in this anywhere in the country or the world that can't tell me that that's not extremely time consuming. Another big thing we're looking at, work from home office. Stop leasing out those expensive buildings. I mean, I talk to a lot of real estate agents. I talk to a lot of real estate owners. I go into a lot of companies, and you guys have seen it yourself. The steady, I guess you'd say downward spiral with agents going to an office. Technology is going up. Office interactions going down. So getting out those leases. I got out of my lease in New Orleans, years ago because of this, because I saw it. I had a team at that time in New Orleans, I believe it was 6-7 agents, and one agent would show up maybe 3 times a day. So when I made my switch over to eXp Realty, I decided to get rid of all of it and embrace what we're doing here. So think about that. Just the money you can save in office space with your virtual office. And we have some really cool team meeting rooms inside of eXp World. And again, if you reach out to us via any of our social media channels, I'll get you over that information. No more costly overhead of running your own company or having an office. And the thing, I had a great conversation with a broker the other day, and he mentioned how he had these employees and he wants to keep them, and he doesn't want to just all of a sudden, chop off the business and not have these people employed because it's their livelihood. And I can completely appreciate that. And that's ways that if you talk, we sit down and talk, I can meet with you and show you how we can integrate these people in. Look, you get those office people licensed and you help them grow their business and their agent attraction. It could be huge for them because look, more than likely that employee at that brokerage, doesn't have a 401k, doesn't have really any type of retirement. So we can look at a different way. I can meet with you, have a phone call conversation, get on a Zoom call or a webinar, and just really show you how it can open the door for these people. That way it can be really good. You know, a big thing, the costly overhead of running your company, having an office. Turn your brick and mortar into a true investment property. That brick and mortar that you're using for your real estate office, go lease that to somebody else. Go lease that to another company. Make some money on it. You know, not a big part that drew me to this company, and I'm looking to have these conversations with a lot of brokers, is getting out of being locally confined to a specific area. I have a broker I'm talking to right now. He's been owning a company for quite some time, 170 something agents. And the thing is, he is confined to that city. He can expand his brand into another city, but it costs a lot of overhead. There's ways that we can work with you and expand your company into all 50 states, 3 Canadian provinces, or even go into the UK or Australia. There's ways that we're doing this, guys, and I'll tell you, it's a really interesting, very intriguing concept, and we're doing it. It's a proven method. It's working. You know, this guy, I told when I had the conversation with him, I said, man, look, you have 170 something agents. And what if we can turn that into 1,000? And I asked him that question. So he's in a market where legitimately there is maybe 3,000 agents in that market, 3,000. And he's at 170 something right now. You're not going to get bigger than that. You're not going to grow to, you will never grow to 1,000 in a market with real estate agents of 3,000. However, once you expand that brand, expand the opportunity, embrace this opportunity, we can get you to 1,000, 2,000, maybe 5,000 agents within your team brand and your broker that you used to have, brokerage. You know, again, that locally defined area is what is keeping people inside of the box. This eXp company is essentially opening up an opportunity to where you could say, I'm truly going to step outside the box, think outside the box. One of our eXp Explained lunch and learns that we did just yesterday, we had 2 brokers there, and I can tell you honestly, they didn't understand it. They didn't grasp the concept yet. That's why this is important. If it's something that interests you, if this statement interests you at all, connect with me. I can sit here and talk to you and show you what exactly we're doing and how we're doing it. Another big thing, guys, technology. I meet with a lot of agents, brokers. I want you guys to, if any brokers are listening to this right now, your agents are looking at everything else that someone else has. If you are a broker and you're not offering some of the best technology out there to them, they are looking at other people. Over time, I need you guys to understand this, you will lose that agent. If that agent leaves your brokerage, where would they go? They can come to eXp. They may go to Keller Williams, Century 21, Remax. They may go somewhere else. Look, this is really a conversation I want to have with the smaller brokerages that are not aligned with the national franchise. I met with a broker last week. She has 2 new agents coming in. She is doing all the training. She is doing all the paperwork. She is doing all the hand holding for these 2 new agents. And in 6 months to a year, I guarantee you those 2 agents will look somewhere else and leave. All that time, all that energy, all that effort. You essentially share, you're opening up the treasure chest to these new agents, ultimately for them to leave anywhere from 6 months to 3 years. Think about that. And that's where this company, the retention is hugely different here because of things that we're going to talk about and you'll hear more of. So with that technology, I want to talk about it a little more. You know, brokers, even agents at other companies, what do you offer for technology? What do you have for technology? I can tell you, we have some amazing stuff. If you guys are listening to this podcast at all, if you have sat through one of my eXp Explained Lunch and Learn, if you have sat through one of my eXp Explained just webinars, you will see, you know, real-time staff, real-time support, everything is in the eXp cloud. Agent services, tech outpost. Tech outpost is amazing. They will answer technology questions that I can tell you, most likely, those brokers or those offices don't even have the access or support to. They will help with your PC or your software. They will legitimately log in via your computer if you have, you can turn it on and fix things for you. You know, transaction team. We have transaction coordinators. Yesterday, when I met with another agent yesterday, she asked about that. She said, who checks my paperwork? Well, I'll tell you what, our transaction teams are amazing. Everything is loaded into our SkySloop, our paperless system. Within a few 20, 30 minutes later, I'm getting an email telling them telling me whether something was done incorrectly or right or wrong. Accounting, that's a huge thing for brokers. I want you to hear that. Accounting department, big accounting department that handles everything for you. You know, brokerage operations, agent onboarding, agent experience, huge. You know, brokers, I need you guys to look in the mirror and kind of say, okay, what is this about? How do I learn more? You know, you also have access to your eXp Cloud Productivity Center, bookable meeting rooms, computer lab, conference halls, auditoriums, theaters. Think about this. Where are your agents going to learn everything they need to know? You offer classes. I know you do. Was it 1 a week, 2 a week, and who's offering those classes? It's something that we can show you, you know, that we can increase that, you know, education level significantly to where your retention rate will go from, let's say, 50% to 80, 90, 100%. Big thing for brokers, you know, no more brokerage back office work that has zero profit for the broker. Now think about that. There's a lot of work that you guys do as brokers that essentially does not pay you. And like I said, there's a lot of work you do as a broker where in 6 months to a year, 2 years, 3 years, it's gone. That whole entire revenue stream is severed, shut off when that agent leaves. So no more 1099s to get out each year at tax time. Okay, brokers, seriously, if you were sitting in the audience, raise your hand. If you are sitting here with a brokerage of 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 agents, you know right now 1099 season is painful. So you got to get that out at the end of the year every time. You know, no more bookkeeping, record keeping, oversight. Everything is done in the cloud, and you have an amazing support team. We have almost 400 employees to help you track your business, make your business greater, and assist and really grow your team and agents. As a broker right now, can anyone listening to this podcast tell me you have almost 400 employees working for you 14, 15, 16 hours a day? I can guarantee you don't. Okay. And like I said, you get access to the productivity center. That's huge. No more brokerage back office work, you know, and the zero profit. If you're doing your P&L, if you're looking at your time on task and the dollar you make, I guarantee you these things are hugely time consuming. Okay. Yeah, SkySlope is a way that we do this. It's a paperless transaction system where we offer DigiSign. I am still blown away when I meet with an agent and their brokerage does not offer DocuSign, DigiSign, or some type of electronic signature or online document storage. Blown away when I see that or hear that. And everyone will. So with that SkySlope and these different things that we have at this company that you may not have at your brokerage, you know, the great part about it, we train every agent up on it. We have these classes weekly, sometimes daily, to teach those agents these things. Because right now, if you're a broker and you're listening to this podcast and you're thinking to yourself, Anthony, I could go buy SkySlope and just introduce it to my brokerage, and everyone will have it. It's easy. Yes, it's easy to buy it. It's not easy to train it. It's really not easy to hold those agents' hands who aren't tech savvy. And when they have questions after questions after questions about how do I do this, how it works this way, who's going to support them? Look, broker, look in the mirror. You're going to be the one sitting there having to consume a ton of time. And back to, I want you to understand, and you may know this already, that's the zero profit work. You might have an agent and a not so tech savvy agent who does maybe 3 transactions a year will be the most consuming person in your company to learn this new technology that you need to possibly integrate. Look, with the eXp Realty, that's all gone. You could say, hey, Jane, Bill, you don't understand this? Great. We're going to log you into this system. You're going to go into eXp World. You're going to sit through every SkySlope basic training, advanced training, intermediate training that we have until you know exactly what to do with SkySlope. No time at all to do that. That is taken off your plate with this company. Amazing stuff. You really need to look at that. And with that said, we got access to 20 plus, really it's actually about 40 hours now a week of training. It was really cool. I was inside of eXp World yesterday, and I saw a class that's coming up this week. It's called Airbnb for real estate agents. I was sitting there with an agent when I was looking over the calendar, and you can check it out. Go to expcloud.com/calendar, and you can go view these classes too and see what's available. But I thought that was neat. I have been in the real estate business for a long time, and these trainings that we're doing are really just outside the box. Different things, thinking about how to do this, align yourself with different people. It's really amazing. And look, as a broker, you need things like this in your business. And everyone has the access to it. Everyone can learn together. You can actually have back to Your office may be 50, 20, 100 real estate agents. You can grow it to 1,000 and still offer the same things like this. Everyone has access to eXp World. Everyone can sit in meetings via their home wherever they're at. Even the guys in Canada, which is amazing. So with that said, there's so many other pieces to this thing. Working with teams are amazing. Our team business building is unreal, and that's something as a broker you would probably look to do. Everyone has the ability to have access to a real-time referral network inside eXp's Workplace. You guys asked about Workplace. I'll do a podcast soon about Workplace, but essentially just to really kind of break it down and make it easy, it's a Facebook for all eXp agents. Everyone has the ability now to access team building tools, revenue share, equity ownership. You guys have listened to my podcast about equity ownership of this company, and Icon Agent Award. If you haven't heard the Icon Agent Award podcast yet, it's a 6-7 minute quick podcast telling you about what Icon Agent is. It's amazing. As a broker, you offering these type of incentives to your real estate team agents, truly amazing. It will change the way they look at business. Everyone has access to 30 plus specialized support specialists all the time. Right now, with those 300 employees in the cloud working behind the scenes, scaling the company, growing you and helping you learn. It's amazing. You need to look at these things also. Okay. The 3D virtual cloud campus. If you haven't seen it yet, hit me up on social media, Explaining the Cloud on Facebook, Explaining the Cloud on Instagram, and I will get you access to our eXp World. Everyone now has the ability to access the best tools and services to help the individual agent grow their business. And we say the best tools, I could lay these things out for you. We have some amazing tools. Some of those include the SkySlope we just talked about, eXp Enterprise, Application Hub, where you can actually have agents join your company by simply clicking one link, filling out 3 forms, and pressing go. And that person can be onboarded into eXp Realty on your team, in your downline, seriously within 5 to 10 minutes. Agent KV Core websites. These KV Core websites are great. They have IDX and a CRM with lead generation, coaching, and training built in. I'll tell you, I was talking to an agent yesterday, and he's looking to make a transition over to eXp Realty. And when I went to his Instagram, I noticed there was a website. So I clicked the website. When I clicked the website, I didn't see this agent at all. I thought that was really interesting. So I reached out to him and said, man, tell me about this website that you're marketing. He said, oh, it's my broker's site. I said, really? Okay, how's that work? He said, well, I don't have any listings, so I just put my broker's site on there and I steer all the leads. This guy had a decent amount of followers on Instagram. And the thing about it, he doesn't get those leads. And that really confused me a little bit. And, I love loyalty. I love that you're able to go out there and promote your company and your business. But guys, broker, I want to explain this to you too. Why aren't you offering these type of benefits to you guys? If you have listings as a broker and you're not sharing them with your team down below, you need to, wake up. That's crazy. But people are doing it. So this guy's essentially not getting any leads. And guess what? The broker that he's working with is going to lose out. And that's where this technology, this company, brokers, you are out there, you're losing agents because we're showing them things that you're not offering. And I want to meet with you, and I want to stop that rapid, decrease of agents in count. I want to bring this opportunity to you and show you how we can not only retain the agents that you have in place by offering them, revenue share, healthcare, equity programs, stock options, but also go increase your number times 10. That's what we're here to do. And some of these tools that we're offering that are built into our monthly fees are things that you would have to spend tens of thousands to implement into your company. Everybody has access, a dashboard. Right now, as a broker, you have a dashboard that everybody can go into and check their status of their cap, their agent details, commission earns, how much business they've done, what's their pipeline look like. I coach a lot of agents up and I ask them, tell me about your pending and your volume and your gross commission income that you're going to have in December. And they typically can't because they don't have a system that can show that to them. All your files stored in one place that the broker can review. And you can actually review too. With my team, I review all the documents. I have a built-in system with SkySlope that I can go in and help my team members also. Everyone also has the ability to do their own marketing. A big thing that brokers have talked to me about is that, Anthony, I put the time, I put the energy, and I put the money into building my brand. And yes, depends on the state you're in. Louisiana, where I'm located, you can't use the word realty. So if you are, J&J Realty and you want to transition to eXp Realty, unfortunately, you got to take the realty name out. But people are doing the J&J group, the J&J team, and progressing and moving on forward there. Other states, I've seen it where people are still allowed to use the word realty. So again, talk to me. Reach out to me. I can find out what state you're in, what the rules are, the regulations, and from there we can see if it works for you. Everyone has, the big thing in this company is everyone has access to direct ownership on interest in eXp World Holdings as a shareholder and partner. If you are an agent right now and you're currently at a brokerage, the odds of you having true ownership in that company are slim to none. Brokers, you guys right now seeing it, that everybody, you're at the top. You make all the money. All the money's funneled up. This company's changing that. When Glenn Sanford opened this company or thought of this company 10 years ago, he believed in true revenue sharing, true agent ownership, and true getting money. The money does not just flow to the top anymore, guys. This company has changed that. There's other systems out there, models out there like profit share, which is based on the profit of the company, which is amazing. But the fact is, this is different. This is based on revenue generated. This money is dispersed before the broker is paid. And I can tell you right now, no one's doing it like this. As a public traded company, we get stocks too, award stocks. Our Icon agent, if you listen to the podcast I just did, I think it was 1 or 2 podcasts ago, it talks about achieving Icon status with this company and getting back that $16,000 cap that you have paid to eXp Realty and paid out to the agents who brought you into this company. You get that back in stock. And I can tell you, any broker out there is not offering that. I had a meeting the other day with 5 or 6 brokers, and I asked them specifically, how much money do you give back to your agents when they achieve a certain goal? And they all said nothing. 0. Everyone that joins eXp Realty, brokers, agents, have the incentive to help each other grow in their business. Right now, as an agent at a typical brokerage, if you bring anyone into the company, you really don't benefit in many ways. You may have a friend in that you can work together and make some money by selling houses. But look, brokers, I need you to realize, right now, everything, agent attraction, recruiting, training is all on you. Imagine if you took this concept, this model, which is proven successful right now and growing at one of the fastest paces that any real estate company has ever grown. And you said, hey, I'm open to this. I'm going to take my 10, 20, 30 agents and I'm going to help them learn this model. And they become your salespeople to help you grow this entire company. Right now, if you're a broker with 30 agents, those 30 agents sell houses and they have to continue to sell houses every single month for you to pay your bills. If you come over to eXp Realty as a brokerage with 30 agents, we get those agents trained up to where they're selling houses. We also get those agents trained up to where and see the value in this company to where they start having conversations with other real estate agents in the community or even across the country. And if they attract 1 or 2 apiece each year, this is not heavy, crazy, hardcore recruiting. This is attraction. I told people yesterday, you are attracted to something you like, and you attract people that you like. That's what this is about. These agents can have a conversation. They can see the success to show the success they're having. I have agents who have come over to eXp Realty. They are ecstatic over where they are going. And the cool part about that, people are asking them, hey, what are you doing? It's about attraction. So if those 30 agents attract 1, 2, even 3 agents a year, your brokerage goes from 30 agents to 90, 180, 270, and it continues to grow. And again, I understand this may not make sense to you right now. Reach out to me. I'm easily reached on Instagram, Explaining the Cloud, Facebook, Explaining the Cloud. Okay? That part, guys, is huge. You would turn your sales team of real estate agents into people who are attracting other like-minded people into your company. There's a lot of other things that we could talk about. The brokerage model gives you more time and more money without the hassle of operating your own brokerage. The freedom, the incentive to help others grow is huge. Instant access 5 days a week to the cloud office. You can do this on your tablet, your smartphone. eXp Realty is presently one of the 3 companies beta testing Facebook's Workplace. The groups in there, those Facebook groups inside of Workplace are amazing communication tools. Tell me this, if you have to do an announcement to your agents right now, and it's more than 10, which your text group allows. How are you managing that? We have places in work group. I have my team groups in workplace that are awesome communication tools. We have a team meeting every Wednesday, every Sunday, and the way I remind everybody, I send them a message inside of workplace. Well, look, guys, I know I had enough of your time. Again, the benefits of eXp Realty for brokers and agents. And look, agents, if you listen to this, I want you to understand. Let's talk. I can show you how we can present this to your broker. I am meeting another broker today at 2:30 because one of his agents sat down with one of the eXp Explains that I did, and she was blown away, and she said, hey, I have to go show my boss this. So, all right, guys, thanks again. Thanks for listening to Explain the Cloud. If you like it, please share, subscribe. Have a good one. Guys, thanks again for checking out Explaining the Cloud, our EXP-based real estate podcast. And real quick, we have a special announcement right now. People can get into real estate classes for $99. We have an offer right now with Explaining the Cloud where you can get into real estate classes. This is a 90-day class for $99. Reach out to us via Instagram, via Facebook. Shoot us a comment. Send me a message. I can send you a link. Get licensed. Start your career now for $99. You can't beat this price. It doesn't last long. So definitely reach out to us. Again, thank you for listening to the podcast. This $99 get into your real estate classes deal won't last long. Reach out to us via Facebook or Instagram at Explaining the Cloud. Have a good one, guys.